Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to St. Louis Browns baseball. Join the crowd and enjoy the action. You're on 66 WAPBA. We're coming to you from out here at the park. Today, the visiting Kansas City Royals will test the Browns at home.
It's opening day. The season is about to get underway for these two teams, a beginning as all else should begin. Bright with optimism and good spirit. Game number 1 of 3
here in St. Louis. The Browns take the field here in the first. Manager McGraw sends out his squad this way. Sisley at first base. McManus at second. Wallace the shortstop. Cliff at third. The outfield consists of Williams in left field, Jacobson in center field, and Rice over in right. Farrell is behind the plate, and today's slap man for St. Louis, the righty, Page. He's a strikeout pitcher. He will be facing Royal starter, right-hander Saberhagen. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Wilson will start the first. A bat to watch. Wilson ready. Page prepares to come home. Page over the offering. Line drive base hit to right. Rice fields it and throws it to second. A clean single from Wilson. No outs. First inning, 1 on. We have Patek, the bat for the Royals. He can surprise you at the plate. Wilson at first has wings. Page will go to work on him. And Wilson takes off. Page comes home. Hit the Williams in deep left. He's after it. Plenty of room. And he takes it in. 1 away. Wilson scampers back to first. Now at bat, Brett. George with dynamite bat control. Farrell crouched down now. He lets it go. Taken. There goes Wilson. Here's a peg from Farrell, and they nail him. They lose a runner. 2 gone. So Brett steps back in. Page will go to work on him. The pitch. High fly ball, right field. Rice trots over, taps the glove. Makes the catch. 3 down. The half for the Royals. No runs on 1 hit. So they do not score. Royals. Nothing. Browns coming up. For the Royals. The Royals take the field here in the first. Defensively for Kansas City. Mayberry at first base. White at second. Patek, the shortstop. Brett at third. The outfield consists of Pinella in left field, Wilson in center field, and Cowens over in right. Porter is behind the plate and starting for the Royals. The righty, Saberhagen. Very good control. Jacobson starts it for the Browns. A bat to watch. Jacobson steadies his bat. Now Saberhagen ready. The pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 3. 1 down. All right, it's now Barrow the bat. 1 out. Rick is a tough out. It's hard to keep Barrow off the base pass. Batter facing Saberhagen. Saberhagen staring in, ready to work. Saberhagen now. Whistle to right, in there for a hit. Cowens is over quickly, bobbles the ball momentarily, but Barrow isn't buying it. He sticks to first for the single. Here comes Sisley to take his cuts. Here's a guy who can see a penny from an airplane. Barrow, a decent runner. Right-hander Saberhagen, ready. The pitch. Soft blooper to right toward the gap. And Cowens cuts it off on the bounce. Farrell is around second. but the coach flashes the stop sign. He'll hold at second as the throw comes in. A pair of singles for St. Louis. Here's Williams to take his swings. He's their cleanup hitter. Runners at first and second. One out. Ken, a strong hitter. Saberhagen climbs the mound. Saberhagen now set. The runners take their lead. The pitch, a towering fly ball to center. Wilson runs straight back. He's under it. And it pops out of his glove. Farrell breaks for third. Wilson's after it. Rounding third, Farrell. Coming down the line. The throw home. On the bounce. Safe at home. The run scored. Sisler is in at third, and Williams has to settle for one. And the Browns go ahead by a run, 1-0. First inning. St. Louis now sends Cliff to bat. Brown with 2 on, first and third. 1 gone. Harlan can pound the ball. Cliff settles himself in the box. Saberhagen gets set to pitch. Williams is off with a pitch. He waves at it, and he misses. Williams stealing second. Porter guns it down. The tag. Safe at second. That's his first steal of the season. So Cliff will get back in there. Saberhagen focuses in on the target. Royal playing for the out at first. The runners take their lead. Now he comes home with it. Swing and a miss. Cliff goes down on strikes. 2 gone. Two gone. First inning. 2 on. Here's Wallace. Bobby can be dangerous. Wallace steps up to the plate. Saberhagen staring in, ready to work. Sisler at third with his arms out, crouched. The pitch. One hopper back to Saberhagen. He picked it. He'll go to first. Side retired. The line for the Browns. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error. They leave 2. And they capture the lead. Browns stop 1-0. The Royals will have Mayberry, Cowens, and Porter here in the second. Here's Mayberry to start it off. John, a slugger. Mayberry now ready. Page poised. Here he comes. Lined, but right at Sisler. He snatches it in midair, and Mayberry barely got out of the box. 1 down. We have Cowens coming up to hit. He hits from the right. Al, the feared slugger. The slugger stands in. Pitcher Page set to go. Now the delivery. Just catches the plate. See you later. 2 gone. Two gone. Second inning. Here's Porter to hit for the Royals. Capable of some fine hitting. Batter ready. Pitcher Page set to go. Page brings it in the dirt. Ball 1. Porter stands in again. Farrell sets up. The pitch to Porter. Just missed. Ball 2. Porter back in the box. Pitcher Page eyeing Porter. Now he's ready. The pitch comes in. He goes down on strikes. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. Midway through the second. After 1.5, Browns up by 1. Bottom of the lineup, Rice, McManus, and Page coming up. Rice to lead it off for the Browns. Left-handed hitter to face Saberhagen. Pretty good with a stick. Rice takes his stance. Now Saberhagen ready. The pitch. It's roped hard to right. Cowens is after it and takes it on the bounce. Rice has to hold first. He's on with a single. No outs. Second inning. One on. McManus up the bat. Marty can be dangerous. Rice will get a good jump. Porter crouched down now. Now Saberhagen comes home with it. McManus squares. Bunted right at Saberhagen. He goes to second for one. The relay to first. In time double play. Manager McGraw will schedule fundamentals for the morning. Page, bat in hand. Satchel taking his first at bat of the season. Porter sets up. Saberhagen winds up. One hop on to second, over to first. And that's out number 3. For the Browns, no runs on one hit. They leave none, so the Browns maintain their thin lead. Browns up 1-0. The Royals will send out the bottom of the lineup. Piniella, White, and Saberhagen. Here's Piniella to start it off. The Royals can count on him. Pitcher Page set to go. Page deals. Upstairs with a fast one. Piniella doesn't offer. And that's ball number 4. And Piniella will get down to first. That was Pinella's first walk of the season. White comes up the bat. A sure hitter. Good speed at first. Page poised. The delivery from Page. Grounded to first. Sisley fires to Wallace for one. And back to first to complete the double play. Next batter, Saberhagen. Brett taking his first at bat of the season. Farrell ready to receive. To the plate. Breaking ball, cut on. And missed. Saberhagen goes down swinging. Side retired. For the Royals, no runs on no hits. They leave none. So they do not tally after 2.5. Browns up by 1. The Royals will face the top of the order here in the third. Jacobson, Farrell, and Sisley. Here's Jacobson to start it off. Right-hander. Jacobson waits. Right-hander Saberhagen ready. Here comes a pitch. Check swing and a roller back to the mound. Saberhagen is up with it, takes his time, and tosses it to Mayberry for the putout. Next up, St. Louis hitter Farrell. Saberhagen looking home. The offering. A little tapper up the line. Mayberry charges, scoops it, and tags Farrell. 2 away. Sisley coming up. Saberhagen gets set to work on him. The pitch is on the way. Hit in the air to center. Wilson takes 3 steps to his right, and he covers it. Side retired. So the Browns go quietly. The score is still 1-0 St. Louis as we go to the top of the 4th inning. Top of the order here for Kansas City in the 4th. Wilson, Patek, and Brett. Wilson will lead off the 4th. The switch hitter will go to the first base side of the box. Page ready. The pitch. Fly ball center field. Should be no trouble. Jacobson is there, and he pulls it in. One away. One out. Fourth inning. Patak's up. Farrell sets up. And now the pitch. Patek pops a little fly. Back of second. McManus did Wallace going out. Jacobson coming in. And Jacobson makes the catch in front of Wallace. Two away. We have Brett to bat for the Royals. He bats from the left side. The Royals have two down. Base is empty. Brett waits. Page looking in. The pitch. Brett lunges at it. Page fooled him badly. Side retired. So the Royals are retired in order after 3.5. It's still 1-0 Browns. Williams, Clift, and Wallace to bat next. Williams will get it started for the Browns. Left-handed hitter to face Saberhagen. Ready. The delivery from Saberhagen. Grounded to third. The throw to first. And he's out. One away. One away. Fourth inning. Next to bat for St. Louis is Cliff from the right. Batting fifth. Batter ready. Porter crouched down now. The offering to Cliff. Cut on. A topper out front. Saberhagen has it. Goes to first. In time for the out. Two away. Fourth inning. Wallace up the bat. Catcher Porter sets his target. To the plate. Popped high in the air. Outside of first. Mayberry drifts over. It sails out of play. Strike one. Wallace ready to take on Saberhagen again. Saberhagen prepared to work. Now Saberhagen pitches. Chopper back to the mound. Saberhagen up with it. Flips to first for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and at the end of 4. The score still stands 1-0 Browns as we head for the top of the 5th inning. The Royals will have Mayberry, Cowens, and Porter here in the 5th. Mayberry will start the 5th. Mayberry steadies his bat. Right-handed Page goes to the set position. Here's the delivery. Grounded weakly to Sisley, and he steps on first for the out. One down. One gone. Cowens up to hit. Cowens knows how to get on base. Cowens waiting for Page. Catcher Barrow sets his target. Page deals. Off the end of the bat, Sisley moves for it. And he spears it, races to the bag. In time for the out. Two gone. Well, here's Porter to take his swings. Porter 0 for 1. They'll have to work around Porter's power. Darrow waits. Farrell sets up. Here's the delivery. Fly ball right center. Jacobson on his horse. But he won't get there. It's off the wall. Jacobson is chasing it down. And Porter will make second standing. Two outs. Porter standing out at second. Down by 1. Panella up the bat. Panella collected a free pass his first time at the plate. Page works the ball with his hand. Pinella takes his place in the box. He rubs out a little chalk at the back of the box. Taps the plate with his bat. Now ready. Page put on the rubber. Page poised. The pitch. Howard into left field. Williams is right there and pulls it down. 3 away. That'll do it for Kansas City. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Browns up 1-0. The Browns will send out the bottom of the lineup. Rice, McManus, and Page. Here's Rice to lead it off. He bats left. Hits for average. The slugger stands in. Saberhagen prepared to work. The pitch. Lofted down the line to right. Cowan's racing over. He won't get it. He cuts it off. Rice wisely holds first. He's on with a single. Second. Safety for Rice. 1 on. McManus up. He has the talent to do some damage. Rice has some speed. Porter set. Now the delivery. McManus shortens up on the bat and lays one down. It's in front of the plate, but too hard. Saberhagen is off the mound quickly and pounces on it. He has no play at second and takes the out at first. McManus sacrifices. Rice moves up. Here's a pitcher. Page for St. Louis. Runner on second, 1 away. And the fans are giving him a big hand. Rice at second can move if he's prodded.
Hey guys, just butting in here for a second. So one of the difficulties with this game streaming is there's not really a lot of video. So it says you guys may be experiencing some buffering, so I'll have to work on that at some point before I do this game again. So hopefully it's coming through without too many issues, but if you're getting buffering, that's what's happened, and I can't really adjust OBS during the broadcast. So mea culpa, guys. All right, back to Ernie.
Saberhagen climbs the mound. Saberhagen staring in, ready to work. Here's the pitch. Page started the swing. Did he hold up? They check with the first base ump. A base on balls for Page, and that sets up the double play. And that's the first walk issued by Saberhagen. That was Page's first walk of the season. Well, Rice at second, Page at first, 1 gone. Jacobson is out to get his licks. He bats right. Jacobson at the plate to hit. Saberhagen sets up on the rubber again. Checks the runners.
To the plate.
Low and away. And it gets away from Porter. He's after it. But the runners move up. Jacobson takes his place in the box. Turns his shoulder in. Lowers the bat an inch or two. Leans in. Saberhagen sets up on the rubber again. Saberhagen staring in. Ready to work. Infield deep. The runners take their lead. The offering to Jacobson. Well hit fly ball toward the gap. Pinella and Wilson converge. Pinella calls him off and makes the catch. Both runners are tagging. They're waving Rice in.
Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's just safe under the tag. The run scored.
Jacobson picks up a sac fly and an RBI. And Page holds it second. And St. Louis increases its lead. This ball game now 2-0. It's now Perron to bat for St. Louis. 2 down, 1 on. A very steady hitter. Catcher Porter sets his target. The pitch comes in. Pasted. Patek leaps for it. Over his head and on into left. Page is well around third. They're waving Page in. Here comes a throw home. Here's a play at the plate. And he's safe on a close play. The run scored. Perron holds it first for the single. So Perron with a ribby single. This ball game now 3-0. 2 outs, 5th inning, 1 on. We have Sisler to bat for the Browns. He bats from the left side. Saberhagen gets set to pitch. Big hold on the right side. Perron not wandering too far. The pitch. Swung on. Strike. Perron is off to the races. Good jump. Porter gets rid of it quickly. Out at second. 3 down. That'll do it for St. Louis. 2 runs on 2 hits. So the Browns now with a safer margin. Browns up 3-0. For Kansas City, it'll be White, Saberhagen, and Wilson. Here's White to start it off. Right-hander. The Royal can count on him. Right-handed Page goes to the set position. The pitch. Half swing. Yes. White went too far. Out on strikes. 1 away. Saberhagen to face Page. Saberhagen settles himself in the box. Page looking in at the target. And the pitch comes in. Off the end of the bat, Sisler moves for it. And he spears it. Waves off Page. And he steps on first for the out. 2 away. Two gone. 6th inning. Now Wilson to face Page. He'll bat left here. He's the top of the order. Wilson has a hit in 2 at-bats. Page looking in at the target. Page fires it in. A high drive to deepest center. Jacobson has it all the way. That's 3 away. Page sets them down in order after 5.5. Browns up by 3. The Browns now send up the heart of their order to face Saberhagen, Sisler, Williams, and Cliff. Sisler will get it started for the Browns. He's a left-handed batter. One of the toughest hitters around. Batter set. Saberhagen looking in. Saberhagen comes home. Sisler dribbles one to the left of the mound. Saberhagen can't reach it. Patek charges in, grabs it, and throws in one motion, and nips Sisler at first. And there's 1 away. One down. Williams is out to take his hacks. Hits for average. Batter ready. Saberhagen is ready to fire it in. Saberhagen brings it to the plate. Check swing. Strike 3. 2 away. Now coming to bat for the Browns. Cliff. Harlan steps up. Saberhagen looking home. The pitch is on the way. Fly ball center field. Plenty of room. Wilson is there and takes it in. That's 3 away. for the Browns. 3 up, 3 down. After 6, Browns up by 3. And here comes the artillery for Kansas City. Patek, Brett, and Mayberry. Patek will start the 7th. He can surprise you at the plate. Catcher ready. Page into the wind. The ball is chopped out over the mound. Wallace gets to it in front of second, rifles at the first, and just nips Patek. 1 down. All right, Brett walks up. He bats left. The Royals have 1 away, none on. Brett has a lot of ways to get on. Perron set. The pitch. Brett chops it towards Sisler. He backs up and plays the big hop. He waves off Page and takes it himself. 2 away. Two down. It's now Mayberry, the bat. He's their cleanup hitter. Mayberry 0 for 2. Perron set. Here's the pitch. Mayberry lunges at it. Page fooled him badly. That's 3 away. So the Royals are retired in order. Browns over the Royals 3-0, and they'll try to add to that lead coming up. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. But Browns will have Wallace, Rice, and McManus here in the 7th. Here's Wallace to lead it off. He bats right. A sure hitter. Saberhagen ready. The pitch. Loop to left. If it stays up, he'll get it. He'll have to hurry. And Piniella takes it in. 1 away. One down. Rice, the hit. Harry with an enviable track record as a hitter. Rice ready. Saberhagen ready. He brings it home. Wide by a hair. Free ticket to first for Rice. And that's only the 2nd walk issued by Saberhagen. That was Rice's first walk of the season. Well, St. Louis now sends McManus to bat from the right. For St. Louis, 1 gone. Rice on first. A trusty bat. McManus gets in there. Right-hander Saberhagen ready. Saberhagen delivers. McManus rips it toward short. Patek fields it cleanly, flips to second for the force, and on to first. In time. 2 for the price of 1 for the 3rd out. That'll do it for St. Louis.
No runs on no hits.
They leave none. Browns up 3-0. Cowens, Porter, and Piniella due up for Kansas City. Okay. Cowens will start it off here on the 8th. He bats right. He'll wait for his pitch. For the Browns, McGraw is sent west into play right field. Rice is out of the game. McGraw makes a switch in left field. Labs comes into the game replacing Williams. Page looking home. He lets it go. Grounded toward Wallace. He bobbles it and hurries his throw. Sisler has to come off the bag to get it. Cowens reaches. Wallace picks up an error. The next Royal batter is Porter. He's a left-handed batter. Runner on first. Porter steadies his bat. Now Page, ready. The pitch. And it's bounced in the dirt. It gets away from Perron. Cowens takes second, and they score that a wild pitch. So Porter will get back in there. Right-hander Page, ready. Cowens stretching his lead. Here's a pitch, grounded weakly to short. Wallace charges in, comes up with it, and goes to first. And there's one away. Cowens holds. One on. Piniella up to hit. Piniella has a walk and 2 trips. Lou can do some damage. The Royals need to string something together right here. In the on-deck circle, White swinging a heavy weight, watching the motion on the mound. Right-handed Page goes to the set position. Cowens extending his lead. The pitch popped high to the left side. Cliff drifts back. He stabs for it and makes the catch. And that's the second out. And Cowens holds it second. For Kansas City, Cowens on second. 2 gone. White to hit. White has done nothing in 2 trips. They'll have to work around White's power. Time's really running out for the Royals. In the on-deck circle, Saberhagen swinging a heavy weight, watching the motion on the mound. Perron crouched down now. Cowens now with an aggressive lead. The pitch. Breaking ball. Bounce past Page. Wallace is over. Makes a pickup. Throws quickly. And that retires the side. The half for the Royals. No runs, no hits, 1 error. They leave 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Browns still leading by 3 and will go to the home half. Page, Jacobson, and Perron to bat next. Pitcher Page to lead it off. Saberhagen ready. Saberhagen into the wind. There's call 3rd strike right down the pike. 1 away. One away. 8th inning. Jacobson to hit for the Browns. That's right. He's their leadoff hitter. Jacobson takes his stance. Pitcher Saberhagen set to go. Saberhagen with the pitch. Jacobson lofts an air job to left. Piniella and Wilson range over. Piniella says he'll take it, and he covers it. 2 away. Two outs. Here's Perron hitting second. Saberhagen prepared to work. The pitch comes in. Breaking ball grounded hard at Brett. It's off his glove, but he recovers and throws quickly. And he's out. 3 away. So the Browns go in order. The score still 3-0. Browns leading. For Kansas City here in the 9th, Saberhagen, Wilson, and Patek. Saberhagen is scheduled to hit. We'll have to wait to see if he bats for himself. Saberhagen steps up to the plate. McGraw is sending in Melillo. He'll be playing second base for St. Louis. McManus is out. Saberhagen stands in. Page gets set to work on him. Royal skipper L walking down the bench. L is taking pitcher Saberhagen out of the game. McRae will pinch hit for him. That's right. He wheels out with a wagon spoke. Heads to the box. So Saberhagen gets his innings. He pitched 8. He leaves with 3 runs, 2 earned, on 5 hits. He stands to lose it unless the Royals can make up the 3-run deficit.
McRae
comes up the bat. Hal, a feared slugger,
McRae
knows how to get on base.
McRae
Settles himself in the box. Page looking home. The pitch.
McRae
Goes down swinging. One away. One down. Ninth inning. Wilson's up. Wilson has patience. Willie waits. Page will go to work on him. The pitch. Right by him. Strike three. Two away. Right-handed batter Patek steps up to face Page. Patek is hitless in 3 at-bats. Pitcher Page set to go. The delivery from Page. Patek sends it in the air, deep right center field. Jacobson goes over. West goes over. And right fielder West chases it down. And that's the final out of the game. And the Browns take it, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McGraw. Page has the shutout. A complete game. And a beautiful 2 hitter. That's his first shutout of the season. Here's the line for the Browns. 3 runs on 5 hits. 1 miscue for the Browns. They leave 2. For the Royals, no runs on 2 hits. 1 misadventure. And they leave 2. Page gets the win, his first. Saberhagen takes the loss, his first. So the Browns gain a step for the Browns. Overall, they now stand at 1-0. That's it for this time. Until next time, Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from St. Louis. Final score, St. Louis Browns 3, Kansas City Royals nothing.
Hey everybody, all right, so I know my voice is a bit jarring comparing to Ernie's, but there you have it. So, let me hit this, I don't know why it's recording. Anyhow, we got a lot of baseball coming up tonight. Bernie is on at 7 o'clock, and Robert, I believe it's 7:30. So, just pretend YouTube is just, do it as your remote back and forth. So 2 good games tonight. Looking forward to that. I thought just for now we're hanging out a little bit, and I couldn't decide. I was going to do an MLB The Show game, but those could tend to run up into Bernie's and Robert's game sometime, because, with the full pitch by pitch. So I thought, why not just do Game 1 of the 1929 World Series? So we're going to do that. So let me get rid of this. Make sure everything's saved properly. Yep, indeed it is. All right. So for those of you not aware, this is the league manager for APBA baseball. This is where most of the rules are set and the games are played from. All right, let's bring up Action PC. Since I don't have this World Series set up anywhere else, we'll do it on here. And there's some Steve Tate madness there. There we go, 1929 World Series. Boom. All right, let's go. And this is going to be Blake versus Grove. We'll just always set the home team as human. So let's play. So yeah, Robert, just do what your boss said. Take care of yourself, man. That is most important. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to let the computer set everything, lineups. I'm not really worried about as played stuff. Here we go. All right, welcome to Game 1 of the 1929 World Series. We're here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Chicago Cubs against the Philadelphia Athletics. Sheriff Blake will start for the Cubbies, and opposing him will be Lefty Grove. At game time, it is 71 degrees, and wind speed 8 miles per hour out to right center field. President Herbert Hoover sends along his greetings to everyone assembled here at Shibe. He couldn't be here as he got a tip that something bizarre might be going on in a couple weeks at the stock market. We hope not, Mr. Hoover. Let's look at the starting defense for the Philadelphia Athletics, who absolutely claimed first place in the American League this year. Taking care of Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig and company. In left field, Bucketfoot Al Simmons. In center field, Mule Haas. In right field, Bing Miller. Around the horn from first to third. At first base, the Beast, Jimmy Fox. At second, Max Bishop. At short, Jimmy Dykes. At the hot corner, Sammy Hale. Catching, Black Mike, Mickey Cochran. And on the mound, one of the most dominant pitchers of all time, Lefty Grove. So Grove in the regular season in 1929 with a 2.81 earned run average, 20 wins, 6 losses, 4 saves, 275 and 1/3 innings pitched. He walked 81 and struck out 170. The American League hitting at 256 against Grove this year. And if you talk to Steve Tate, he would tell you that when you adjust Grove to where Rube Waddell was, you even learn more about what an absolute beast Lefty was. All right, to lead it off here for the Northsiders will be Woody English, the shortstop. English in the regular season hit .276, a home run, 52 runs batted in. 13 stolen bases for Woody. And Kai Kyler waits on deck. Grove has finished his warm-up pitches, and let's get this game going now. We have a 3-1 count on Woody English, and Lefty Grove promptly starts the 1929 World Series with a walk to Woody English. So he perambulates down to first base, and stepping in now, Kai Kyler. Excellent career both at first with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and then really coming out strong for the Chicago Cubs. Great right fielder, great hitter, extreme speed. Not a power hitter, however. But in 1929, his numbers not too shabby. A .360 average for Kyler, including 15 home runs, 102 runs batted in, and 43 steals. So Woody English at first with 13 steals in 1929. Decent lead, but Grove with a pretty good move to first. Sets, checks the runner, and the 0-1 pitch. Kyler, little bunt to Grove, whose only play will be to Max Bishop covering at first. So 1 down, sacrifice successful. Woody English moves into scoring position for the Chicago Cubs. And here's a man also with careers with 2 clubs and needs no introduction at all. The Raja. So in 1929 for the Cubs, a .380 batting average with 39 home runs, 149 runs batted in. So Woody English at second, 1 down. English there thanks to the sacrifice by Kai Kyler. So we got Hall of Famers all over the place. Grove and Cochran, the battery here, facing Rogers Hornsby. And the 3-1. Hornsby swings this one, wrapped into the gap into right center field. Coming around to score is Woody English, and Hornsby pulls up at second with the RBI double, and Chicago tallies one here in the top of the first. All right, here is Riggs Stevenson now. Stevenson sported a .362 average in the regular season, 17 home runs, 110 runs batted in for him. Hornsby a good lead off second. Grove checks the runner, and here is the pitch. Stevenson, this fastball getting away from Mickey Cochran. Wild pitch. So don't know. Lefty Grove, known for his bad temper, might be a little bit keyed up here in Game 1 of the World Series. So Chicago will try to capitalize on that gift. Hornsby moves to third on the play. Riggs Stevenson back in. And the 1-0 from the stretch. Stevenson And this one, line drive all the way to the wall in left field. Hornsby will come in to score. Stevenson round second, and he will hold. So back-to-back RBI in this game, and Chicago with 2 runs tallied thus far. Still 1 down. Lefty Grove making me look like a liar here, talking about his dominance, and in trouble here early in front of the Philadelphia faithful as Hack Wilson steps in. This is a very, very tough Chicago Cubs team. I've always loved this World Series. These were 2 excellent ball clubs. 345 for Hack Wilson in 1929. Of course, we know the next year Wilson would go absolutely nuts, especially in the RBI total. But here, 39 home runs, 159 runs batted in. Rig Stevenson out there at second with 10 steals in 1929. Lefty Grove delivers the count even at 2-2, and Hack Wilson a swing and a miss, and Lefty Grove, trying to find his groove, hangs up his first K. So 2 away here now for Charlie Grimm. Jolly Charlie, he was called. Grimm a 298 average, 10 home runs, 91 runs batted in. So potent offense for the Chicago Cubs as Lefty Grove deals the full count to Grimm. Fastball in there, strike 3. That retires the side, but the Cubs pick up 2 runs, 2 hits. There were no errors. And 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Chicago Cubs 2 and the Philadelphia Athletics coming to bat. Looking at the starting defense for the Chicago Cubs. In left field, Rig Stevenson. In center, Hack Wilson. In right, Kai Kyler. From first to third, Charlie Grimm, Rogers Hornsby, Woody English, and Norm McMillan. Catching will be Zach Taylor. Need to find a picture for Zach. And on the mound, Sheriff Blake. Blake with a rather lofty earned run average in 1929 of 4.29, 14 wins, 13 losses, a saved. Real workhorse for the Cubbies that year. 218 and 1/3 innings pitched. He walked 109 and struck out only 70. The National League hit 293 against Blake in 1929. His whip 1.617. Leading it off here is Bing Miller. Miller had a 331 average in the regular season, 8 home runs, 93 runs batted in, 24 steals. Blake with the 0-2 to Bing Miller. Bing Miller sends this one high and deep to left, but not deep enough as Rig Stevenson makes the running catch going toward the wall. So 1 up, 1 down now. And that blink brings up Hall of Famer, or I guess future Hall of Famer, Mickey Cochran, since we're in 1929. A 314 average for Black Mike, 7 home runs, 95 batted in. Blake deals the 3-1 pitch to Cochran. Cochran pops this one on the infield, and McMillan waving off English and Stevenson coming in. So 2 up, 2 down for Double X. So Jimmy with a 354 average in 1929, 33 home runs, 118 runs batted in. Jimmy Fox, rookie season was in 1925. Fox, with 536 career home runs, would not hit his first home run until 1927. So there's a little trivia for you about Double X. All right, Fox in the box now. And Blake's 1-2 pitch, and Jimmy Fox looks at a called strike 3. So that does it here. We've played 1, and no runs, no hits, no errors. And it's Chicago 2, Philadelphia 1. Leading it off here for the Chicago Cubs will be Norm McMillan. McMillan, a 271 hitter, 5 home runs, 55 ribbies. Grove brings the 0-1 pitch. McMillan swings, base hit, left field. That's the 3rd hit for the Chicago Cubs as bucketfoot Al Simmons and left gets it quickly into Jimmy Dykes at short. So McMillan at first, 13 steals for him. And here's the catcher, Zach Taylor, 274 average, pretty respectable. Not playing full time for the Cubs in 1929, but did pick up a home run, 31 runs batted in. McMillan, conservative leadoff first as Lefty Grove checks. And the 3-0 pitch, Zach Taylor lays off this one, ball 4. So Lefty Grove, to accompany his 2 strikeouts, has walked 2 hitters. So McMillan at second, Zach Taylor at first, and Sheriff Blake will now step to the plate. In the 1929 regular season, Blake hit 173 with 4 runs batted in. Grove ready to deal. Here's the 0-1. They're looking bunt, and Blake gets a good one down. Only play will be to Bishop from Cochran. So sacrifice successful at Chicago with 2 in scoring position now. McMillan at third, Taylor at second, and we're back at the top of the order for the Cubs. Michael Silva is watching in his car. Michael, welcome in, man. Good to see you. Everybody knows Michael, one of the great modders of the Out of the Park community, and we're so happy that Michael's also jumped aboard Action PC Baseball. In my estimation, there are 4 great digital baseball sims out there, and Action PC and Out of the Park Baseball top the list. The other 2, of course, being Diamond Mine Baseball and the game you guys saw earlier, APBA Baseball for Windows. All right, Mickey Cochran sets the target. Lefty Grove having to work out of the stretch. 2-0 Chicago lead here in the second. Grove deals. English swings in the first pitch. Bounding ball to third. Hale's only play will be to Fox at first. Coming in to score is Norm McMillan. Chicago tallies its 3rd run. It's now 3-0 here. 2 down. Zach Taylor at third for Kai Kyler. Kyler sacrificed back in the first. Grove out of the stretch again. The 1-2 pitch to Kyler. Fastball, and this one slapped into left for a base hit. Simmons up with it into Dykes. And in to score is Zach Taylor. And Chicago wasting no time putting up the crooked numbers here. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. 4-0 your score for Rogers Hornsby. The Raja with an RBI double that scored Woody English. Grove throws over. Kyler dives back in. Close call there at first. Fox is tagged quick, but just not enough. Grove deals again. The 0-1 pitch. Hornsby base hit to right field. Kyler rounding second as Bing Miller is up with the ball in right field. And Kyler makes third easily. Runners at the corners. Very, very rare to see Lefty Grove in this kind of pickle, to say the least. And Riggs Stevenson comes in, and he doubled. So those back-to-back doubles. First Hornsby back in the first, and then Stevenson and his RBI scored the Raja to make it at that time 2-0 Cubs. Lefty Grove works out of the stretch in a 3-1 pitch to Stevenson. Stevenson sends this one high and deep to center field. Haas back and at the wall makes a great catch to retire the side. However, the Chicago Cubs pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 1.5 in the books here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. And it's Chicago Cubs 4 and the Philadelphia Athletics nothing. Due up now for the Philadelphia Athletics, the number 4, 5, 6 hitters, Al Simmons, Jimmy Dykes, and Mule Haas. Bucketfoot Al, often overshadowed by Double X. A 365 average, 34 home runs, 157 runs batted in for Bucketfoot. So called because of his rather exaggerated batting stance. His foot wasn't exactly all the way in, his rear foot in the batter's box. So, but a fearsome hitter, Bucketfoot Al. All right, Sheriff Blake, 3-1 pitch, and he loses Simmons. So Philadelphia with a base runner, and that brings up shortstop Jimmy Dykes, very sure-handed player, a haul of very good Jimmy Dykes. 327 average in 1929, 13 home runs, 79 runs batted in. Al Simmons at first base managed to pilfer 4 in 1929. Sheriff Blake with the 1-1 pitch to Dykes, curveball. This one sent to right field, back on a Kyler, and short of the wall makes the catch. Al Simmons will scamper back to first. So 1 down here now for center fielder Mule Haas. He sported a 313 average in the regular season, 16 runs batted in. 16 home runs and 82 runs batted in. Simmons leading off first. Blake with a check of the runner. And the pitch comes home. Haas, there goes Simmons, and Simmons gets a stolen base here in Game 1 of the World Series. So Simmons in scoring position. Manager Connie Mack playing aggressively here with the base runner. So Simmons in scoring position, 1 down, 4-0 Chicago lead. As Blake deals the 0-1 pitch to Haas. Curveball. This one lined to right, and Kyler will make the play. That was a close call. It looked at first like Kyler might have trapped the ball, but the umpire signals it was a fair catch. So 2 away. Simmons remains at second base, and here comes second baseman Max Bishop. Bishop, a rather paltry 232 average for Max in 1929, managed to go yard 3 times, 36 runs batted in for him. Blake deals the count full, and Max Bishop, and fly ball to shallow center. Hack Wilson will make the play. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left on base. We go to the top of the 3rd inning. Chicago with a 4-0 lead. Lefty Grove will face Hack Wilson, Charlie Grimm, and Norm McMillan here in the visitors' half of the 3rd. So, welcome to the 1929 alternate World Series replay. Everybody, Carlos Yaz coming here. He's here at the ballpark. All right. Yeah, Michael Silva definitely should be called Architect. Guys, there's a whole series on YouTube. I'll just make this quick editorial comment. I do want to be done with this game before Bernie comes on and Robert come on at 7 and 7:30 respectively. Just if especially for, well, because a lot of people are also using Michael's Parks in Action PC Baseball, and I've seen them actually start to crop up in some other baseball games too. Even if you just watch part 1 of that video series where Michael teaches you how to make the ballparks, gents, you will come away with such a huge appreciation. We talk about the hard work that Steve Tate does and Legend Sports Universe does in their respective projects. When you see what Michael does using Google SketchUp to do these ballparks, it will just absolutely blow your mind. So just sometime check it out. I think you'll really, really enjoy it, what Michael's doing. It's absolutely brilliant, is all I can say. And after watching it, I'm even more just amazed. All right, back to game action now, and it's Hack Wilson. So Hack Wilson struck out his last time up. Lefty Grove finding himself down 4-0 here in the 3rd. Lefty with the 0-1 pitch to Hack Wilson. Curveball, and this one line to right, base hit. That's number 6 now for the Chicago Cubs. And here comes Charlie Grimm. So Jolly Charlie, he also struck out. Lefty Grove checks Wilson, 3-1 pitch. Grimm bounces this one to Bishop at second, on to Dykes, over to Fox for the 4-6-3 double play. So 2 out, bases empty. Grove, a little nod there to his second baseman and shortstop for getting that double play going. And here comes Norm McMillan. McMillan, single between 3rd and short back in the 2nd inning. Grove wheels and deals, 3-2 pitch, base hit, left field. Al Simmons up with it. Fires back into Jimmy Dykes. So the Chicago Cubs swinging the lumber here in Game 1 at Shibe Park. 7 hits now for the Cubbies. Here's Zach Taylor. Taylor walked against Grove. So Chicago seeing Lefty Grove very well today. Grove throws over, McMillan back in. Plenty of time. Grove deals the 3-1 pitch. Zach Taylor lays off and draws the walk. So Lefty Grove is anything but sharp. It seems that when the ball was in the strike zone, the Cubbies are hopping it all over it like brown on rice. And when he's missing big time. He's not even close. All right, so Sheriff Blake now comes to the plate. Sheriff Blake, well, you can see the scoreboard, and that's all we'll say about that. Here is from the set and the delivery from Lefty Grove. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball, line to second. Max Bishop has it for the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. 4-0 your score. And we shall see Sammy Hale, Lefty Grove, and Bing Miller. So this is going to be the first time, right? We're finally getting through the athletics order here for the first time, and we're in the bottom of the third. So right now, Sheriff Blake, just a machine. All right, 277 average for Sammy Hale in 1929, a home run, 40 runs batted in for him. And here is the wind and the pitch. The 1-2 to Sammy Hale. This one a two-hopper to short. Woody English gloves it. And the quick peg onto Charlie Grimm for the 6-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down now for Lefty Grove. Grove in the regular season, a 216 average, a home run, 15 runs batted in. Here's the delivery. And Grove, this one, just looking, Grove absolutely frozen. This one cutting home plate in half. Second strikeout now for Sheriff Blake. Let's get back to the top of the order for right fielder Bing Miller. Fly to deep left back in the first. Sheriff Blake with the 0-1 delivery to Miller. Miller swings, and that's the first Philadelphia base hit of the game. So the little no-no broken up. Bing Miller now on at first. Bing Miller stole 24 bases in 1929. And here's Mickey Cochran. Cochran popped to third last time up. Blake deals to Cochran. Miller on the move. Zach Taylor's going to just eat that ball. Bing Miller takes second uncontested. So Philadelphia, the runner in scoring position, 2 down. Black Mike back in the box. And here's the delivery in the 0-1 pitch. This one popped high in foul territory. Right-hand side. Grimm giving chase and makes the catch. So that does it for Philadelphia here. We go to the 4th inning, and it's still 4-0. Got us a good ball game here, at least if you're a Chicago Cubs fan. And Woody English will lead things off here for the Cubbies, followed by Kai Kyler and Rogers Hornsby. Pretty scary trio to face, as Woody English was no slouch either. So last time up, he grounded out. Norm McMillan able to score on the play. Grove deals the 1-2 pitch. Woody English swing and a miss, strike 3. So Lefty Grove dropping a curveball in there. That will be his 3rd strikeout of the game. Kyler 1 for 1. Singled his last time up. Also has a sacrifice. The 2-0 pitch to Kyler coming in. Kyler cuts on this one. Clean base hit past Jimmy Dykes at short into left field, and Kyler aboard. And Kyler, a very, very fast runner. Now, Hornsby with excellent contact, excellent power. I don't expect to see anything aggressive here, but anything is possible. All right, Hornsby a perfect 2 for 2 today. RBI double back in the first and a single in the second. Kyler leads off first. Grove checks the runner and throws over. Kyler dives back under the Fox tag, and he is safe. Grove ready to work now. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Hornsby. Hornsby swings, and I mean a screaming liner up the middle. And when all is said and done, the dust is settled, and Marshall Dillon has left town. Rogers Hornsby ends up with a double. Kyler moves to third on the play, so 2 in scoring position, and the Chicago Cubs hit parade continues. That is number 9 for the Northsiders as Riggs Stevenson strides to the plate. Stevenson 1 for 2. So RBI double in the first and gave it a ride to very deep left center back in the second inning. Grove from the stretch in the 2-1 pitch to Stevenson. Fastball, base hit, right field. Stevenson will score. Kyler and Hornsby, the 2 RBI single. This game getting out of hand. It is 6-0. Chicago now at 10 hits to the Philadelphia Athletics 1. We're going to try to speed up the commentary here a little bit, just so, again, I don't want to run into anybody else's game now. All right, Grove checks Stevenson. Here is Hack Wilson. And Jack Quinn comes in to pitch. And it's a balk. So if things weren't going badly enough for the Philadelphia Athletics, their aces out of the game, Jack Quinn comes in and promptly balks. So his numbers in 1929, a 3.97 earned run average, 11 wins, 9 losses, 2 saves, 161 pitched, 39 walked, 41 struck out. The American League hitting .281 against Jack Quinn in 1929. His whip, a 1.373. So Quinn It looks like he might have moved off the rubber for the delivery, but as I'm trying to think who was it in the Ken Burns documentary, if it was Bob Costas or John Thorne, saying, you know, to really to explain the Bach rule in like 2 sentences or less would require possibly a PhD. Nonetheless, there's Stevenson. And what was it in modern baseball? Was it 1987, guys? That was the year of the Bach. I believe they were calling it all over the place. I know it was late 80s, if my history serves. All right, Quinn deals to Wilson, the 0-1. Wilson swings, bounding ball to third. Sammy Hale up with it and on to Jimmy Fox. That will retire Wilson. Stevenson remains at second, and here's Jolly Charlie Grimm. So he is struck out and grounded out. Quinn deals. And Grimm sends this one. High fly ball to left center, and Mule Haas leaps and grabs against the wall. No padding in those days, you guys. That retires the side. However, Chicago picking up 2 more runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 6-0. Here's Jimmy Fox, nothing for 1. Blake deals the 1-2 pitch. Fox swings, bounding ball to short. Woody English will go to Charlie Grimm to retire Jimmy Fox. Out number 1. Here's Al Simmons. Simmons walked in the 2nd. Here's the delivery. Simmons swings. High fly ball, medium left. Riggs Stevenson makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Jimmy Dykes, nothing for 1. Flied out. The 1-1 pitch. Dykes swings. Fly ball into foul territory, left-hand side. Stevenson gives chase, but this one will make the seats on the left-hand side. Dykes back in the count at 1-2. Dykes swings. This one, good contact, but Stevenson back on that one, short of the wall, makes the catch. So the Philadelphia Athletics go in order. We go to the 5th. Chicago 6, Philadelphia nothing. Quinn will face McMillan, Taylor, and Blake. Or no, he will face, I'm sorry, God. Yes, he will. I got it right. All right, Quinn deals to McMillan. These blowouts are no fun. Base hit up the middle. You know, World Series or not, let's see if we can just move ahead a little bit. Let me see what we can do here. Let us go to Zoom options, or let's go Zoom. Let's go to, let's take this up to the 7th inning, to the end of the 7th. All right, Zoom complete. And it's 8-1. Guys, there's no way. Okay, so it was 1988. This is very, very rare that I do this. But, so yeah, I knew it was called even a lot more in the American League. So Robert St. was 1988, so I was off by a year. So there's 558 American League balks and 366 in the senior circuit. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and do one more little Zoom. I love the fact that you can do this. Of course, this is pretty common for any baseball game. Let's go to the end of the 8th and see if any. Nope. So we're just gonna go ahead and just finish it. This is just torturous. I get it. It's the World Series, but boom. All right, let's look at the recap. And Philadelphia did pick up a run in the bottom of the 9th to no avail. The Chicago Cubs take game 1. We'll pretend that, I don't know, the stock market crashed 3 weeks early or 2 weeks early. So for the Chicago Cubs, 8 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. For the Philadelphia Athletics, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. Sheriff Blake gets the win, goes to 1-0. Lefty Grove tagged with a loss, 0-1. First highlights for the losing Athletics. Jimmy Dykes went 2 for 4 with a double. Jimmy Fox 1 for 4 with a home run, so we missed a Jimmy Fox tater. For the Chicago Cubs, Rogers Hornsby, what a day for him. 4 for 5 with 3 triples. Hack Wilson 2 for 5 with a home run and 2 runs batted in. And Norm McMillan went 3 for 4. So quick look here at pitching. So Sheriff Blake ended up fanning 5, walking 1, and just 1 earned run. Lefty Grove lasted only 3 1/3. That was a shocker. Did manage 3 strikeouts, walked 3, but got touched up for 6 earned runs. Jack Quinn, 4 2/3 in relief. 2 earned runs for him. Didn't strike out anybody. Yerkes came on and just worked an inning, and that was pretty much it. So we'll have a just a quick look at our miscellaneous here. So Jimmy Fox hit that home run in the 6th. And the MVP, Sheriff Blake. So that's it. A rather unexciting start to this replay of the 1929 World Series. And Chicago leads it 1-0, and we're out of here in plenty of time. So 7 o'clock, Bernie, are you doing 1912 or are you doing 1950? What is the dealio on your channel? Robert tonight doing in his 2016 replay the LA Dodgers and Pittsburgh Pirates. So my Buccos going up against Boys in Blue. 1976. All right, so completely differently. Okay. Robert, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Bernie, looking forward. I'll be catching both your games. It'll be back and forth. Between. So Bernie is on at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Robert at 7:30. So thank you, Robert, Bernie, Carlos Yaz, Michael Silva. Please drive safely. Cousin Ken Castro, heart and soul of this channel. He says, bad dice all day, Robert, not sure what else. That happens. Big Clue, of course. Aaron Reed. And I think we pretty much got everybody here. Had a lot of lurkers today. Yep, that's it. Big Clue, you get the Robbie Wartburg bobblehead doll. All right, guys, see you at Bernie's and weekend at Bernie's. Never mind. Anyhow, see you at Bernie's and see you at Robert's. Till then, guys, see you around the batting cage.